You are watching another episode of Shane Solomon Meets, brought to you by the Cornwall Channel. I'm your host, Shane Solomon, and today I'm meeting the wonderful Anna Elliot from Eversfield Organic. So welcome to the studio. It's great to have you here today.
Oh, thank you for having me today.
What's your first impressions?
It is absolutely wonderful. It's a really amazing location and a surprise to find you in the middle of nowhere.
I know, right? There's one of those little hidden little secrets, those little hidden little gems, a bit like your family business, which is amazing. So it's been great to catch up with you today. You are the marketing genius behind Eversfield Organic. So the story, where does it start?
So it started, Mark Bury, my father, he had this great idea where he wanted good food to be available to all of his friends and family. And so he always thinks big. And so he started Eversfield Organic from our home. We turned a couple of buildings into some offices, and then we created this butchery, and he became a farmer. We were new into farming. Most farmers sort of pass farms down from family member to family member. We were very much new into family farming, so we learned off all of the farmers in our local area. Obviously some organic, some non-organic, and we picked the best way of farming and sort of joined all those ideas together. And that's where we have our organic farm, which is Eversfield Organic as we see it today.
Now, for me, it's one of those things where I met Mark and Emily at the Southwest Farmer Awards, where your dad picked up an award.
Yes.
For the farm.
I believe, was it Beef Farmer of the Year?
That's right.
I think?
Yeah. And it's just a really nice gentleman. I mean, his energy is great, absolutely superb. And he's got one of those voiceover voices we touched on earlier on in the studio. Now, you must have gone through some huge changes. We've just had a look in the studio of your new website, which looks amazing. I mean, all the products, I was really unaware of how many products you actually do. Do you know exactly how many product lines you've got?
I know it's in the it's around 1,400 products.
Wow.
So it's great. It's amazing to see how it's evolved over the years, because it did start off with just meat, and then it changed into dairy, and then it was more about cooking in your home kitchen. And so you need to have the whole picture, all the ingredients. So it's been really nice. We've managed to work with a lot of Southwest-based brands. It's also giving a route to market for artisan-based suppliers where they don't have their own e-commerce websites. So yeah, it's good fun. I enjoy it. It's a real sort of family affair. And then we also have other people obviously working for us now. It's not just the family, but everyone is part of the family. Yeah. So we've got some lovely colleagues.
Organic, the clues in the title, and the health benefits. There's health benefits, right?
Definitely. We've got a lot of customers who are buying from us for health reasons. So we've got cancer patients who have, they're buying marrow bones because these are grass-fed beef, cattle. And within the marrow bones is a much better quality with the way the muscle growth, it's happened slowly over time. They've not been bulk fed grains or cereals. So the nutritious properties are much better. You've got more beta carotene, omega oils. And so we've got a lot of dietitians who are recommending our products as health products, particularly the beef and lamb, which has been grass fed for life.
So I cannot wait to start shopping on the website. There's so many great things there. And we're going to do some filming, I think, in the studio with some of your products and just get some ideas over to you there as well. So what's the kind of mission statement then really of the business? Is it just...
It's sort of having we look at it in a sustainable way. So it's all about having a closed loop sustainability model where nothing goes to waste. So we've got the farm shops, we've got the Dartmoor Inn, and so if there is any produce that is left at, let's say, the end of what would be its shelf life on the shelf, we then use it in the cooking at the Dartmoor Inn.
Great.
And then anything that is left over, it will then go back to our market garden, where it's then composted, used to then grow new produce, and the cycle starts again. So it's really, really, really lovely to see that we don't have any waste, which is so important with how the environment and more awareness on where waste goes. It's at it's fundamental for brands like ourselves.
It's great to hear. And of course, you've got an outlet at Selfridges.
We do. We've got our butchery in the food hall at Selfridges. And it's absolutely fantastic because obviously being a brand that's very much been in the Southwest, however, we do deliver nationwide. But it's getting people to know about our brand. Selfridges has been a brilliant place for brand awareness, and really exposing, we really do have top quality meats available.
And of course, the summer's almost been and gone, but I think there's
still holding on now.
I'm still praying there's a few more barbecue days to have. Don't worry about that. I'm just a busy professional. So yeah, it's one of those ones where I'm hoping there's some more barbecue days left of the month.
We've still definitely got September. However, Mark does barbecue throughout the year.
Yeah. He
never turns off that barbecue. It will be raining and he'll have his umbrella out there and he'll very much barbecue. He doesn't use the oven.
See, but there is something about cooking outdoors. Again, we speak about this. We work with Heart, Smoke and Soul up in, where are they to? I forget where to. I'm really sorry about that. Holsworthy, that's it. I knew it began with H. But there's just something about cooking outside and, getting your kind of meats and stuff and,
Yeah, fresco cooking, I think it's become really, really popular. People love eating outdoors. I think it creates more of an event and everyone's just happy when they're outdoors. Indeed. I don't know if they're a sad person eating outdoors.
So what next for you guys? I mean, for me, I look at you as a business and I think, well, you're there, surely. I mean, but I guess any business always evolves. But, what are you working on next?
I think ultimately we would love to increase the farm shops that we have. We have been promised that there won't be any more this year. So we very much would like to work on what we've got currently. But we always have big ideas. So they are bound to happen soon.
So for people finding out about you for the first time, they can get straight onto your website.
Yes.
And the address is?
Eversfieldorganic.co.uk.
Excellent. And you just deliver nationwide, right?
Yeah, we deliver nationwide in some brilliant sustainable boxes where we can get the packaging back. We use wool cool liners where it keeps the produce chilled with ice packs. We also send on the 2-day delivery service, so they keep the boxes cool for up to 2 days. Traveling around the UK. It works really, really well, and it really helps give Southwest artisan suppliers a route to market, which is something they're not able to deliver into the likes of big supermarkets, but they can deliver volumes that we can cope with. So we're always looking for more Southwest-based suppliers. Obviously organic. We have a couple of wild lines that we have as well, but it's primarily organic.
Okay. I've got a couple of people I need to mention to you, which we'll do outside this recording. Now, is there anything else you want to mention that I haven't prompted you from this podcast at all? Is there anything that you want to leave our viewers with a message at all that I've not asked you?
Yeah, I think sort of now with the way people are now buying their food, I think very much, packaging. There is so much food out there that's not wrapped in plastic. And I think it's just being a bit more selective about where you shop. And also it doesn't, a carrot shouldn't be straight.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be grading of food.
No.
And it has been fantastic recently that the sort of the best before dates have now been removed, which has been great for our industry, because as long as it looks okay and it's still, you know, it's not covered in mold, then it's edible.
Yes.
And it's kind of, you know, how food should be. So, I think sort of leave it at that, really.
Yeah.
People need to think about where they're buying their food from.
Absolutely. Well, it's a great story. It's such a pleasure to have you here today. I'm so chuffed you've made the effort to come down.
No, thank you very much.
And please give my best to Mark and to Emily.
Will do.
And I look forward to hopefully working with you guys in the future. But for now, thank you very, very much. Well, make sure you check out the website. And from me, Shane Solomon, if you know of anyone doing anything remarkable here in Cornwall or beyond, please drop me an email, shane@cornwallchannel.co.uk. Well, for myself and from this lovely lady, we'll see you next time. Cheers.